Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with some more Rise of Mordor action for you today, and we have a huge 4v4 battle on the Lozenarch map here. As you can see, we're looking at some lovely Noldorian cavalry here from Linden getting ready, and we have an interesting alliance. We have loads of really cool factions here today. We obviously have Gondor, we have Noldor, we have Noldorian, we have Linden, we have the Woodland Realm, we have the Eastlings all the way on this far right hand side. So we've got an army of men, evil and good, with the elves, and against them today they have well, we have some more men. We have Dorwinian here, which are kind of like eastern men. They're very near Rune, and there they are with their Winter Court guards mounted. And then we've also got a Gondor on this side, so we've got like a Gondor civil war going on. We have Erebor, we have the dwarves of Erebor, we have Dorwinian here with their main army, and then we have on their right flank Dol Amroth. So we have basically all men, no evil, well, like orc factions here. We have these things, they are technically evil, but yeah, no orc factions, no Dol Guldur, no Mordor, no Isengard. An interesting decisions there. I mean, and an interesting decision is this general is just sort of standing here, just with his back. I mean, if some elven archers came up, they could get some nice rear shots, just asking to be shot. But yeah, so if you're enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor on the channel and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And this was sent in by a member of my Discord, so if you'd like to send in some of your own Rise of Mordor replays, or just to send in some other Total War replays, then do join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. You're all more than welcome to come and join. And even if you don't want to send in like replays, then you can just come along, join for some banter, and also just for some Total War chat. All are more than welcome. And we just see the Winter Court guards here getting ready, and they're having a face-off against some Gondor cavalry and some Bane Steps and Varric Lancers. They are far like outnumbered on this side, but we do have a Knight of Silver Swan here. This is hidden currently, so they don't know this is here. And we also have some Gondor archers. These definitely aren't hidden, and I'm surprised that these have just been left here. I don't know who was playing as this Gondor army exactly. There are certainly some newer players. I was looking at the list. And certainly some players I don't recognise that often play Rise of Mordor. So I think we're going to see a few newer players playing here. So we may see a few mistakes, including just some Gondor archers left back here. I guess they were like spawned over here to like Gondor, and this is where they started, and then they just forgot about these guys. Maybe, I'm not quite sure exactly. Or maybe it's because they already have brought 4 archers, and the rules usually are like 4 archers per team. But I'm not really sure. I mean, it would have been okay because Dorwinian only brought 3, so they could have just balanced out like that. I don't know. But yeah, they've got the Avari marksmen here already skirmishing off. These are like dark elves, I'm pretty sure. I can never remember. Someone always reminds me in the comments. But I'm pretty sure the Avari like marksmen are like a dark elf version. Like they're a race of dark elves of some sort. But they, yeah, they're allied to Dorwinian. They're here losing the bows. They're really, really good, I personally feel. But they are going up against other elven archers, so they may get outmatched here. They are going up against Noldorian archers here from Linden in their glorious Noldorian armor and their high elven armor. Looks really, really good. And yeah, they certainly look like, if you look at like the blood, there's no blood splatters on these. But you see over here, that might just be because of the model, but the Avari marksmen are certainly blooded up, and they're actually starting to lose a few men here, while the Noldorian archers are not. I mean, actually they are here. It is 4v3 as well, so they are just going to get outgunned. So you can be a really good archer, but you're just going to get outgunned with that sort of amount. Look at this, we have Erebor setting up his crossbows. He's getting his crossbows really, really close to try and duel with these Gondor archers here. And I mean, the Erebor crossbows have got really, really good armor, and they've got really good armor piercing, but they are crossbows, so like they usually lack on like angles and stuff like that. Certainly aren't great in sieges, but we're not a siege, so they may have some use here today. And so hopefully they can punch through this Gondorian armor and get some good kills. But there's a cavalry fight now going on in this far flank here. And with the Bane in the Steps and all the Gondorian cavalry going into the Winter Court Guard cavalry. And it's been caught out for sure. Gondor certainly got the charge off, as did the Eastlings on these Dorwinian cavalry. I presume because Dorwinian was busy with his own flank. He didn't see this flank here by the cavalry, so he's sort of holding, but not like massively. But here comes Shock Infantry. We've got Warlords of the Rune coming up, and we've got some Loki and Macemen, and they're going to try and support. Gondor needs to send some infantry to come and support this fight. You got some Gondor's light militia and some pikes. Just even send the light militia in, but the pikes certainly help clear out this cavalry nicely. And they can say, oh, the other cavalry units in over here as well. Yeah, this is not good. I mean, this cavalry here, Knights of the Swan, for the money they're worth, they're not worth it. They don't really like pack a massive punch. I think they need a buff, or they need like their price reducing. One or the other. But yeah, these guys just like for the money they're worth are not worth it. Like these Varric Lancers here are going to pin them down, and they're going to just like rear charge them now. I mean, this one's pretty beaten up. I don't know whether that's from archers or from cavalry. I'm not sure. The archers, you can see, got run down like completely. But yeah, that seems like the only action going on at the moment. So we'll stick over here for now. I mean, there's a lot of pole arms here from the Eastlings. This is a bold play, certainly in a pitch battle. All these halberdiers, and they're getting focused down currently by Gondor archers and Athelian rangers. I certainly wouldn't bring Athelian rangers. They're not the greatest. Now you can see this Loki Rims now holding his cavalry in place. Now the Bane of Steps cavalry is now able to just run into these Athelian rangers. It's going to rip them to shreds. Athelian rangers really bad in a fight with another archer because they've got so little armor, and also they've got so little armor, so they're going to get run down by these guys, these Bane of the Steps. They're really good in like an ambush scenario, but like there's no trees or anything here. Like Lozenarch is basically just an empty field, really. And the same fight over on this side is now taking place. This one I have a bit more confidence with the Dol Amroth cavalry that is available. Let me see what cavalry going in here. This is a nasty charge. Oh my gosh, look at that. The elves just got trampled. They didn't really capture the charge greatly, but you can see there is no more elves there. They ain't getting up. And they've lost like a good amount of men there. 120 they started on, down to less than 100. Now they're going to rear charge the spears here. There's all this cavalry in here, all this elven cavalry mixed in, fighting the Seaward infantry. They've got their shock infantry in here as well. And they're beating the cavalry on this side. The Noldorian questions are good, but they're not like great. And we've got some jabbies here. We've got some Belfast Marines. These could be really nice if we can get some good jabby throws off here. You need to be careful though. They're going to be throwing into a lot of their own cavalry. Yeah, look at that. They haven't got a great angle. They're going to have to throw over their cavalry, and yeah, they're not really doing so, I'd say. Oh, they're barely throwing over their own cavalry. There, it's not worth it. Actually, no. This is actually Gondor cavalry, sorry. So this is enemy cav. It's because Gondor cavalry and Seaward cavalry look so similar. They are actually different. Ever so slightly. And there you see more Haven Guard getting sent up. They're getting focused down, though. What are they getting shot by? Asgarlan Archers, really good unit to be shooting down those Haven Guard. You can see here that the cavalry's doing more and more damage to this Fountain Guard, rear charging them. This Bane of the Steps has got a lot of kills. It's getting a lot of nice charges on this Fountain Guard. It's the best way to kill them off. And this cavalry flank is losing. The Athelian Rangers, they've got pretty good melee, to be fair. Looks like they're going into combat. I don't think they'll help against the Loki Rim. Talking about Loki Rim, you can see the halberdier. Look at that halberdier line. Look at that halberdier line. Goes on forever and it's flanking the Gondor position. Gondor's army here doing nothing, being very like not reacting at all. Just got a solid infantry line. Needs to turn to face these things a bit more. Over on this side looks like more and more infantry from Dol Amroth getting sucked into this cavalry fight. I think they have enough already. I feel like they could pull out their cavalry and just let the shock infantry now do the damage. And they've got their Belfast Marines in it. They're actually losing this fight. Look at that mess in there. I love the colours and the detail of this mod. It is amazing. Can't thank the mod team enough for their work that they've done to this mod. But and brought like the Middle Earth to life. And you can see, oh god, look at this sword militia just chasing around this cavalry. They're going to get tired. And I think that their new target is cavalry is to rear charge all of Gondor's infantry. They have like 2 solid lines of Gondor sword infantry here. Not quite sure where they decided on that. Like Gondor sword infantry good enough to just hold the line. I mean, these ones here on the right are going to get a benefit because they did a really nice charge in diamond formation, or in like that formation. I'm not quite sure what it's called. It's like arrow formation or something like that. Pole arms here fighting against archers. This won't end well. Just pick your target. The cavalry basically. They can just go for anything right now. I feel like the other side needs to send some cavalry back across, because they're just getting overwhelmed on this side. The right-hand side is seeming to hold okay. But they could do with cavalry on this side. Yeah, you can see the Varric Lancers just got caught here. I think they're trying to go for the archers being pinned down by these pole arms. I won't worry about these guys. I go for everything else. The pole arms are If the polearms manage to hold stuff in place, let them do it. They'll rack up kills. Over on this side, it looks like Dorwini's been aggressive and is losing for it. You can see he's fighting elves. Probably isn't the best matchup for Dorwinian. Dorwinian might be better going up against like the Eastlings or someone like that. But hopefully Dorwinian has the numbers. You thought so, but then they've had to put a lot of their infantry, a lot of their cavalry over helping Gondor, and I feel like they've lost that majority support. Because if they had those 3 units of cavalry, which now all seem to be routing, they could have gone all sorts of places with their cavalry. They could have gone like between here, gone for all the archers in the back lines. It's kind of like Gondor should not have brought this much infantry. Gondor did not need all of this infantry. They should have brought more cavalry. Like, they only brought one, but they should have brought more. Gondor cavalry's pretty good. See, the general's in here now. We've got a Citadel Guard. He needs to form square with the Citadel Guard just to avoid being constantly charged by cavalry. He also then avoid... well, he also can hold pretty well against infantry in a square formation. But he's going to fight on here in the long grass. Love this unit. The Citadel Guard's one of my favourite units, probably is Gondor, I'd say. Polearm's taken a lot of casualties, but they have routed all these archers. And now they're slowly going to be able to flank around here. Gondor at the moment seems to just be rather put out fires than actually play aggressive. You've got the crossbows back here now for Erebor, trying to focus on this cavalry. Not a bad idea. Can we have a volley? Maybe. Maybe not. But yeah, you can see the cavalry now is going to try and silence those archers. They're already getting pretty beaten up anyway by, I presume, Gondor's archers, which look like they got routed actually. Perhaps? Oh no, maybe not. Maybe they're not. They're just kind of nearly all dead. Did a good job then. Doing okay. I mean, you can see a solid line going on. Dolan finally sent his infantry in. And he's going to send some Seaward infantry through a gap here in the line. This is risky because obviously these Elven archers could just rip this unit to shreds. Or the cavalry could. We have Elven King coming in now, a fresh cavalry unit. And the general has been killed. The general has been killed. We have a general who's going in against Noldorian swords. This is a spear general as well, spear paladin. It's not a good matchup at all. Yeah, they should not have gone for that. Like, shock infantry just rips apart shield, like spear units. So yeah, this is not a good matchup for Dorwinian. Should have fallen back when given the chance. Also, I just realised actually maybe Dorwinian wasn't a bad idea going up. Anyone would have been okay going up against Linden, but they should have played more defensive because they could just use their Rivari marksmen and shot all of these like shock infantry. They actually didn't have many, in fairness, but usually like Linden specialises in shock infantry. So then they could have ripped them to shreds. We've got Hall Guardians here fighting more Spear Paladins. And then now they're getting rear charged, these Spear Paladins, by Noldorian swords. In they go. Ripping them to shreds. So yeah, even though this is an expensive spear unit as well. I don't really like bringing spears into pitch battle. I feel like you're just better bringing shock infantry. You can see that Erebor's having to send back all sorts of stuff to protect his crossbows. Erebor should just prepare for what is going to happen, which will be a lot of hammer and anvil charges now coming in from Gondor, from the Eastlings, going in for all of his infantry. Like, I mean, Gondor is going to lose this fight on the front lines here if it carries on like this. He needs cavalry support. Erebor is quite easy, or quite happy to rip to shreds all this Gondor infantry, because their infantry is so much better as Erebor's. And they got better armor. I love the silver versus silver like fight here. Now they're getting, I think they're charging the Grim Hammers here, which is going to be nice. But there you go, that is the first hammer and anvil there. And we can see how this will change. I mean, you can see the Gondor sword infantry losing. I mean, they were winning for a moment with these Erebor asteroids, and now back to combat even. But then look at them, they're starting to get, like, chopped down slowly. We've got more cavalry arriving here, actually. Here we go, another one coming in here. Look at all this Erebor infantry just winning. Like, Gondor is just needs his cavalry if it wants to win this fight. That's Erebor's weakness, no cavalry. Erebor actually is in fact still winning this fight here, even with the cavalry charges. That's impressive. I'll give them that. He's now gone for the general. That's nasty, though. Erebor should not have allowed that general to get charged like that. Should brace if possible. I mean, he actually didn't lose that many men. Lost one guy. Maybe this Gondor cavalry's not as great as first thought. And another, general has been lost. That's still a guard loss. I don't know whether he'd form square or not, but, like, this Gondor army is just getting ripped to shreds on this left-hand side. So yeah, they've already lost 2 generals on this side. Have the, I guess we'll call them like the allies because they're like in blue. But on the other side, it seems like they've lost no generals. Even this Elven King's been in combat so long. He's losing now. He's still not died. It's a tough unit to take down. Yeah, you can see this flank that decided to do these Dol Amroth troops is now not paying off because we now have shock infantry surrounding the Seaward infantry. The Hall Guardians are here doing their work. Lasgal and Blades going in as well. Some really good infantry. Still no, but there's still a lot of time left in this battle, though. That's the thing. Still a lot of time, and still time for them to turn around. Erebor's gonna have to do a lot of heavy work lifting here, though, beating this this Gondor army. We can start to see. I mean, it's actually Gondor over here, but like, where does Erebor start? Erebor must start about here. Yeah, Erebor starts about here and is winning every fight that he's facing. It's good to see. Gondor infantry will be fleeing soon. These dwarves are just no match to them. No, they're no match to the dwarves. That's how it goes. Yeah, I don't even think, even with his rear charges, like, Erebor is not faltering. He's got the Iron Guards yet to still go in. These guys are fresh. And I mean, not just, like, with their stamina, like, also, like, their uniforms look amazing. Look at them. And they come. Beautiful. I expect all the Gondor troops to be breaking on that. I mean, the general is starting to get pretty beaten up, though, here. He needs to stop getting charged by cavalry, otherwise they're going to have issues here. We've got Grimhammers all the way back here for some reason. Get them back to the front line. Your Grimhammers are sick. You need them, like, in the front lines. Over here, Dol Amroth seems to be keeping Lasgal and Woodland Realm at bay, but Woodland Realm is winning in some areas. Like here, for instance, he's beating all these dismounted knights at Imrahil. Some really good units as well. All with the support of the archers. That's what's changing it. The elven archers helping to turn this fight. Ally has been destroyed. That is not good. That is all of Gondor, I think, gone for the for this side anyway. For the blue and the yellow side, all gone. No surprise there. They kind of really set themselves up really that great for Rune. They certainly shouldn't have had 2 lines of infantry either. They should have just stretched out the line as long as possible. If it breaks, there are ways you can sort out like a breaking flank. Well, they go over here. Grimhammers are actually getting involved over here, and they're winning. These madmen are winning this fight. They're like getting surrounded, shot on all flanks. They are nasty. They are also losing some units though. I think they are. Oh no, they're starting to lose now. Wow, yeah, these archers into the back. Loki are doing a lot of damage here. They were winning though before as we arrived. Another enemy general. Oh, an enemy general dead. That's huge. Who is it? That's Gondor's general dead. I presume that's Gondor's like in the center. That was over here. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Gondor still had an okay-ish amount of stuff. He's still got a lot of Gondor sword infantry. Not much else, but he's still had that. See, the dwarves are basically beating Gondor. Looks like Dorwinion is basically dead as well. He's gonna be beaten by Lyndon. He's had a rough time as Dorwinion. Dorwinion is probably the weakest faction here out of the 8. Probably then followed them by the Eastlings, I'd say. I'd say probably Gondor is probably the 3rd weakest. Elves and Dol Amroth are just really, really strong. And the dwarves, of course. Very, very strong units.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Looks like, even though Dol looked like he was going to win this fight over on this side, it looks like he's been cleaned up. Dol still has some shock infantry here. He needs to get this involved in some stuff. Got a pretty healthy Haven Guard here, 140 men. It looks like he's probably not going to survive this one. He has got like Knights of Imrahil and Seaward Spear Cavalry. He's going to try and, I think, rejoin up with the Dwarves. But the Dwarves, they seem to be doing okay. They're quite happy to take on more Gondor infantry. But as the Dwarves get like smaller and smaller units, they are going to get more and more overwhelmed. So it's going to be a matter of time, you imagine. Let's see, and yeah, imagine it, as soon as like Dorwinion's gone, you can see what's left of like Lyndon will probably sweep in and surround them. Also, it looks like that's already been done by the Eastlings. Got a general now going in, Grimhammer's going in. I mean, he'll clear up this tiny little unit. He's pretty bloodied up though, 39 men left as well. And any second he could be the next one. I love the poppies in it. It makes this map like just look a little bit nicer. Oh, poor dwarf there. The Iron Guard are now involved. This like lost no men. And these spears, they'll rack up some decent kills. Like Iron Guard, I've seen like get 200 kills. They're okay. They do quite well. Look at that. Look at that unit. It looks awesome. But yeah, I think that's all of Dorwinion gone. I think that the rest of Dol Amroth's about to go. Dol Amroth's just lost his gen, I think, or he's about to lose his gen. He's in combat here. Yeah, that's not good. Couldn't quite beat these Noldorian archers. They are actually a bit of a hard one to take out, to be honest. And you can see that the rest of the Woodland Realm is just cleaning up Dol Amroth. Now, Dol Amroth's a pretty tough cookie. They will like fight on hard. What we got here? Some more Iron Guards. I don't know why like Erebos been spreading everything out so thin. They've had stuff all over the place and it's not the best of idea. Look at these archers now firing to the backs of the Iron Guard. They still haven't killed many. Only killed 7. Oh, and that's the general gone. Maybe they were firing at the general. The Grimhammer general is now gone though. And the dwarves, I mean, the dwarves are wavering in some areas, but they're still winning in others. These men are nutty, or these dwarves are nutty, I should say. They're doing the Lonely Mountain proud. You can see in the background, Gondor is starting to flank with men, as is Rune or Eastlings, whatever you want to call them. They're about to surround and kill these last few Erebor Axe Warriors. The pole arms as well, they're probably not helping, but they're not really set up properly. Need to be a bit more like head on, like sort of flush with the rest of the battle line. Sitting there around. Let's get the nice view of Attila. Watch the Iron Guard battle it out. One of the newer units. Erebor Axe Warriors losing now. I think they've lost their general. It's army losses as well, not helping. How quickly will this Iron Guard die? It's at 96 currently. I don't think it's going to die too quickly. Like, surrounded or not, they don't care. How many men they lost now? 92. They're going down quicker than usual. Still not quickly for a unit that's been surrounded, put it like that. I don't know why these Varag Lokirim archers are still firing. They are surrounding everything here. There's no need to firing on the dwarves. Elves getting in. They want a bit of action against the dwarves. Kill their greatest rivals. Not even really rivals. They just hate each other for some reason. There you go. They're beating the dwarves there. It's just the Iron Guard left, and they're losing decisively and everywhere now. Apart from this one's holding on. Nuts. Iron Guard is so good. If they get more like Iron Legion units, Erebor is going to be really, really strong. I mean, this is a very strong unit. It's a very expensive unit too. So I expect it to be good. Like, it's 1,400 per unit. So it better be good. Getting shot as well by archers all the way from the other side. They're still holding on. Will Wood and Realm arrive just in time to get involved in the fight? I don't know. They might do. Will the Iron Guard be able to hold on that long? There's the final unit of Erebor Axe Warriors to go. Now it is just truly the Iron Guard. They're going to get halberdiers, I know that for a fact, at the Rise of Mordor. They've leaked. Well, they're not leaked, but they've like shown off some artwork for them. So that usually, if they like reveal some artwork, they usually are going to go out and produce it. And they also have been showing off a new shock infantry unit, which is like Erid Mithlin Veterans or something like that. It's called, which is really, really cool. And here we go, fire arrows. They just want to break these guys' morale. They might actually do a lot of damage to their own side's morale, though. That's the thing. Need to be careful. Need to be careful. Let's just zoom in on this mess. Look at that, all in formation. It's like an arrow formation as well. A few of them fighting out the back. Look at this poor dwarf. He's just getting bullied on all angles. Combat even, though. These guys are mad. They're getting surrounded. I mean, this one is in a pretty rough spot. This one's getting surrounded by shock infantry, I think, which is why it's dying. There you go. They're gone. That one's gone. It's just the final one. That is going to be army losses that's causing them to waver and break. And there you go, a valiant defeat for Dwarven and their allies. We'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. So yeah, this one was sent in by Mythic Yeet, who was playing as Dwarven. Actually had one of the smaller armies, I guess, because he brought like a lot of cav, maybe. Brought a fair amount of cav, brought 4 units. But yeah, I'm not like an overly small army. One of the larger ones was actually Gondor, which is no surprise as they spammed out all these Gondor infantry here. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at Mythic's army and like his results. He got 162 kills with his Vinland Guards. His Dwarven Protectors, not the greatest shock infantry in the world, but it can do okay. 102 kills. His Spear Paladins only getting 12 kills, 24 for his general. They just got absolutely destroyed by Elven Shock. His Avari Marksman, 131 kills, 123. These guys definitely can rack up a lot more kills if used correctly, but they were just not fighting the right army, I don't think. Well, certainly weren't shooting the right units. Probably should have been shooting shock instead of archers. And his cavalry, like, so well chevroned up. Like, for this, you might as well have just brought the better cavalry that's available. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's a similar unit to this Paladins of the... it's like a Ravanian region or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they have got a better unit that they can bring than these guys, and they should have brought them instead. It's upgrading these guys so much, and they needed a better charge. But yeah, there we go. Then we got Sanguinius here, who's playing as Erebor. His Grimhammer General, 189 kills, really nice. His shock, not his shock infantry. His axe is getting 242, 227, some really good kills there. All of them getting like 150 or so plus. Then you got his Grimhammers here, 215 kills. His Iron Guards, 102 kills. Probably could have seen a bit more action. They barely got like any fighting done, and they're a really, really good unit that you want to get involved. You got the Erebor Crossbows here, 122 kills for them, not too bad. Like, this is a pitch battle, so it's like kind of a hard one. They played pretty aggressively, did the Erebor army, but yeah, they did okay. Then we got the Gondor army here. I feel like this was the army that let down this side. No offense to like Mike Lawuk, who was playing his gun, but I feel like he needed to bring more cavalry to start with. Only bringing 1 cavalry in until not a great idea. Only getting 31 kills. I would have brought a lot of like Gondor cav. They're really, really good for their money. And then his Gondor sword infantry, 122, the best one out of all of this infantry here. He's got 1 pike, which got 50 kills. His general, which he should have got into square formation, got 80 odd kills. And then his archers getting 60 kills, dead. Then we have Cupperdance, who was playing as Dol Amroth. Did okay, nearly beat Woodland Realm. Nearly, but was just about defeated. His general, Knights of Imrahil, only getting 139 kills. This unit, I say only, this unit is really, really good and usually should get more. His Seaward Infantry got 116. His dismounted Knights of Imrahil, 95 kills. Again, only 95 kills. I should be getting a lot more kills. I know they're fighting elves, but even still, this unit's really good against elves. And then his Haven Guard here, 389 kills. That is very much like the figures I see for this unit. Always good to see a Haven Guard do really well. His Javies only getting 32 kills. And his Spear Ward Cavalry getting 103 kills. So they are all of like Dorwinian's alliance. And we'll have a quick look at the other side. We've got Themegin, who was playing as Linden. He did quite well beating Mythic as Dorwinian, getting 188 kills as Shipwright Nobles. His Shock, 222, sorry. His Spears, he brought a lot of Spears, surprisingly. Not getting many kills. Definitely should bring more Shock if he's able to. His Archers getting 136 kills, and his Cavalry only getting 44, which is a real shame, but it did get tied up in other cavalry fighting. Then we have RZA here, who's playing as Eastlings, 204 kills with his Warlords of Rune. His Bane of the Steppes, 251 kills. His Lokirim Maceman did really well, 209 kills. His Warlords of Rune here, 243. His Lokirim Halberdiers, 271 kills, and his Archers getting 52 kills. I swear he brought Varag Bowman, but maybe he didn't. Maybe I was just imagining it. And then his Varag Lancers bringing 345 getting 345 kills, really, really good. There. And the Executioner playing as another Gondor army. He brought a lot of infantry as well. But he did bring a bit more cav. And he got 99 kills with his cav. His best infantry getting 155 kills. And his general getting 53 kills. Then we have Maloney, who's playing as the Woodland Realm. Did really well, beating Dol Amroth, getting 133 kills, 177 kills actually with his last Garland Blades. His Elven King died and only got 96 kills. He should have probably pulled out of combat. It was in combat for a long, long time when it shouldn't have been. His Hall Guardians getting 243 kills, really good there. Spears not getting masses of kills. I saw a lot of them get charged down like cavalry. As Lasgarlan Archer's getting 183 kills, and his Lords Lasgarlan getting 96 kills. But anyway, guys, there you go. That was the Rise of Mordor battles of today, and that was a pretty fun one. I enjoyed watching that one. Certainly some mistakes, but it was like a high like octane one. A lot of action going on. Yeah, a few mistakes, but obviously that's like how you learn from defeat. You improve. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.